All right, my people, welcome back, my wonderful people. A group known as South North Group has really in support of this great party, Labour Party. They have thrown their weight behind Chief Edwin Clark's endorsement of Labour Party's presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, ahead of the February presidential election. Group backs Edwin Clark's endorsement of Peter Obi. Based on this, declaring the position of the group on Thursday, it is President Charles Yemebulem stated that power must rotate in the best interest of equity, justice, and fairness. According to him, his group is a collection of young people from every nook and cranny of Nigerians' inevitable diversity with adequate knowledge of the civilizations of both the southern and northern parts of the country through deliberate and divine orchestration by way of birth, education, business, mission, marriage, national assignment, terrorism, and humanitarian services. Onto this, the group, which appreciated the beauty of Nigeria's diversity along the southern and northern regions, with more than 250 different ethnic nationalities, said the nation is rife with several competition and parallel civilizations, orientation, and interests lemming from the religious, cultural, and traditional differences between the northern and the southern groups. Charles Yemebulem said such differences leaves Nigerians with the desire and their need for a bridge of cohesion that the group is advocating for, while observing that the country's diversity is so wide. The group pointed out that without mutual respect, tolerance, sincerity, and compromise, there can barely be cordial relationship and agreement between the citizens. Alright, my wonderful people, this unique feature is akin to a coexistence that subsists between democracy and Republicans in African politics, which serves to balance as an advantage to them conservative and liberal ideas. This is coming right from the group. We must remind ourselves, as a matter of fact and a matter of truth, that we have not just constructively built a society where institutions are stronger than individuals, ethnicity, and religion. According to the group, there should be a new Nigeria where systems works equally for all, where accountability is not a choice, where power indeed belongs to the people. Charles said it is on that ground that the SNCG members have decided not to sit on the sidelines and watch, but to take a position in the positional and political affairs of the country ahead of the upcoming general elections. My wonderful people, the group said it was necessary that the lodgement and the distribution of power in Nigeria is rotated between the truth and between the north, the south, and that of the west, so as to give all concerned a sense of belonging, while rejecting the presidential candidate of Ala Atiku Abubakar of the PDP and that of the APC's same fate ticket. The group commended the political party that gave a southern candidate an opportunity to emerge as their standard flag bearers. And to this, they described the APC's single faith presidential ticket as a deliberate and well-calculated move in desperation to gain the sympathy of the popular religious demography and get their vote. We believe that a Muslim ticket is insensitive, ill-informed, and against that which we stand for, pushing a religious card down or truth and masquerading it in the material of competence is deceit, insulting, and a sign of lopsidedness in the near future, Charles Yemebulam said. All right, it has been that the group posited that much of the imbalance and injustice that exists in Nigeria is due to the many decades of power retention in one region during the military era. They pointed out, saying that their decision to follow the path of Chief Edwin Clark and others which have stood firm to fulfill their consciousness or their conscience in upholding the truth at any cost, or followed wide consultations with mentors, advisors, and members across 6 geopolitical zones of the country and the Federal Capital Territory, of course, the FCT. And today, the group which also endorsed the presidential candidacy of Peter Obi of Labour Party said their action is purely based on the fact that Obi is the only candidate who passed through competence assessment. Charles meanwhile said in order to achieve their objectives, they have unveiled a campaign mobilization outfit called I Vote Peter Obi 2023 to be piloted by teaming members and structures of the group nationwide, while the group, which commended the National Secretarial Commission known as the INEC for a job well done for far enjoined it to maintain an honest and unbiased stance in the forthcoming general elections. On this basis, they warned that any attempt to give Nigerians anything short of a free, fair, and credible election will be met with commensurate resistance. Mr. Charles encouraged Nigerians, meanwhile, who are yet to collect their PVC to immediately do so in order to participate fully in this year's election. Okay, my wonderful people, I'm with you, Baba Edward Clark, and for those that are supporting Tinubu, an article will be put to shame by the grace of God. This is natural love giving birth to new Nigeria by the grace of God. Of course, it is, and I say a very nice one to this. Okay, my wonderful people, was always so much of your time. Well, let me have your take on this matter, because it has been that Nigerians are really pushing for Peter Obi, and Edward Clark have really said it, and group backs Edward Clark's endorsement of Peter Obi. As you can see, all are hailing Mr. Peter Obi and all backing Edwin Clark's endorsement to dear Peter Obi. Well, let me have your take right in the comment section. Remember to send them and then do what to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.